G'day, fellas, and welcome to game number 18 of Outback Octagon 4. Today, we are on Mega Random, and we've got two very good contenders for this event's Outback Octagon in this game. We got 4 top 8 players. There's a lot of skill in this lobby. Question's going to be about whether there's a lot of good spawns in this lobby. We can already see the villagers starting to scatter over towards the west of the map. Still one player yet to put down a home. In fact, 2 players yet to put down a home. We're still making moves, and I think this is so smart as well. When you think about how important a spawn is and having a good spot to call your home, it's oh my, what is this? How is this? I mean, you look at this and you just think, this is going to be generating 480 gold a minute. And then you click on it and it's like 20. Oh, okay. It's taking its time. It's taking its time. It was only 10 a minute to start off with. I was like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. How do you even get out of there, man? That is incredible. Anyway, we've got ourselves a little bit of a walk coming through here. Scatterbrain making... Oh, Scatterbrain, this might be a tough game for you, my brother. Oh. All right. Let's check in with our players today, ladies and gentlemen. Spawning in on the east side of... Oh, God, he's all by himself again, isn't he? Spawning in on the east side of the map. Starting off with a boar. And a king. Ready on standby to do some potential battering of the boar. There he goes. He takes the aggro. Strong king. He's got that chainmail, ladies and gentlemen. It's Puppy Paw on the House of Lancaster. Let's take a little bit of a look here at this base. Now, you will remember at the beginning of the game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what Octagon is all about. These stupid little places where you can put bases. See the look on their faces. They're just absolutely disgraces. Oh man, he's gonna do it. What do you reckon? Do we see something up here potentially? I don't think you can fit much up here. Maybe you get like a wing guard up here if you're lucky. Anyway, spawning to his north in the color light blue as the Abbasids. It's Vortex. A little bit of a late spawn here as well. I will just say this does matter. Because often we give ourselves, or you give... Oh my God, he's still going. He's still going. He's trying to find home. He's trying to find home. We give ourselves... Like, one of the things that you often see with really good players, they put their TC down straight away. The sooner the TC starts building, the sooner the villagers come out. If you delay the TC, then you're delaying everything. Right now, Vortex is at 5 villagers. Puppy Paw is at 10 villagers. Because he's been training villagers for the last 100 seconds. And because of that, he's got a massive advantage. He's 100 seconds ahead of his nearest opponent, which means when it comes to units, he's 100 seconds ahead. When it comes to age ups, he's 100 seconds ahead. So this is something that you need to be very careful about. But anyway, let's check in on the west side. It looks like we've finally got town centers coming up for Scatterbrain, and of all places, he's decided to put it next to potentially the biggest threat in this lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Scatterbrain on Jeanne d'Arc. To his south, in the color blue, playing as the English. It's Give You Anxiety, a fan favorite. He pops the vills in the TC, sends them out the other side, says, we're going to go chop some wood. No, we've changed our mind. We're going to go, we found some deer. We're going to go grab some deer. I like it. It's a smart move from GUA. He's got all the food that he needs right now, or rather all the gold that he needs right now. Over on that west side, though, in the color purple, playing as the Malians. Once again, poor guy rolled Malians twice in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Corvinus 1. To his south in the color orange, playing as the Rus. It's Donardi. To his south in the color red, playing as the Japanese. It looks like he may have got a little bit of a better spawn here today. It's Louis MT. And to his east in the color pink, playing as the Macedonian Dynasty. It's Myriad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mega Random. A pleasure to have your company here today on this 18th game of Outback Octagon 4. We are into week 3 right now. And it's time for us to take a little bit of a look at the leaderboard. So if you don't want to get spoiled, or if you haven't watched all the games, or for some reason like that, you don't like looking at numbers, look away right now, because we are about to get into it. Let's take a look and see who's on top. Corvinus 1, 38 points. Puppy Paw, 33 points. Down a little bit further, we've got Vortex on 17 points. He is in this game as well. And then Donardi on 8 points at 14. We've also got on this first page, is that it? I think that's it on the first, on the first side. And then we've got all the way on the other side, we've got GUA. He's Our only player at 0 and 5. Let's see whether or not he can pick up some points in this game. Good night, John Dark. Good night, John Dark. It's okay. It's all right. It's just John Dark getting taken out there. She'll be back. She'll be back. It's a little bit painful to see, but GUA demonstrating why he is considered by many to be an absolute fearless contender. Comes out early, brings out the English villagers and says, GG, John Dark. In that type of accent as well. Let's check in on that other side of the map. How are we doing over here for Puppy Paw? Because keep in mind, he's playing a civilization that many, when the patch first came out, were like, ooh, that civ's dead. And now the patch is out and they're like, okay, that civ kind of good. Those manners, they're pretty strong, hey? He's got lots of stone as well. So he's definitely going to be thinking about, you know what? I'm not going to bother. I was going to make a joke there about things, but we're just going to avoid that. Anyway, checking back in on that north side. Poor Scatterbrain, man. I mean, and this is such a hard thing to do, right? Like, if we think about it from an FFA perspective, you're playing FFA, you're having a good time, you load into your lobby, you got your favorite civ, you're playing Jeanne d'Arc, wonderful, and you spawn in and you put your town center down and you're like, oh shit, man, Donardi's here. All right, I'm going to move. And then you move because you don't want to be next to Donardi. And then, oh, damn, Corvinus is here. Ah, shit. So you move over somewhere else. And you put the TC down, you start building, and then GUA brings all of his villagers over and goes, like, it's real tough for Scatterbrain because he's in a situation here where he just, there wasn't a lot of options for him. You know, are you going to put the town center up and be stuck in an irrelevant war for the first 10 minutes before you get picked off by knights? Or are you going to try and move and get somewhere else? But he just kept running into a bad situation. Let's check in on that south side. Let's see how we're doing. We got a single villager here on the landmark for Louis MT. Going to be looking to castle here shortly. I feel like when I say he's looking to castle here shortly, I'm commentating chess. Yes, we don't see too many rooks out today though. Second TC going to be coming in for Corvinus 1. So looking to switch it up. This is not something we saw him do in the last game. So maybe looking to Saharan Trade Network. Excuse me, what? Saharan Trade Network coming out for Corvinus 1. I guess you got to remember Saharan Trade Network, it acts as like a Barbican as well, right? It's got the ability to shoot things. So it's got this javelin on board. Does it get bonus damage against range? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So maybe looking to go a little bit more down the economic route here rather than the standard route of I go fast castle and spam units. Second TC now going to be coming up here as well for Puppy. Does he look to go into a third one? No more vills on stone, so probably not. Checking back in on that south side, and we can see the assistant of the first hill coming right up along the edge of the map. And I will just say right now, I am hoping that this game may potentially be the game that we see the Macedonians finally pop off. Now, when it comes to Myriad, I don't know, has Myriad picked up any points just yet? I'm just going to quickly double check. I need to know. Does Myriad have any points? We're just going to flash the leaderboard up here for a second. Myriad is on... Oh yeah, he's on 5 points. Okay, so he's doing quite well with regard to points. He's inside the top 16. So there's absolutely a world here where we see him push, potentially, right? If we saw in this position GUA was on Macedonians, we'd be like, good luck, boy. Whereas here, they're on the edge of the map. Myriad's got a decent amount of points already. So there's absolutely potential right now to see this civilization whoop the lobby. You know, we haven't picked who's going to be knocked out first and who's going to be knocked out last. But if I had to pick one for first, it's probably going to be Scatterbrain. I'm sorry, buddy. And the winner today, who do we think the winner is probably going to be here? I mean, it's hard to go past Puppy Paw, right? He's got an edge spawn. He's got a House of Lancaster. It's Puppy Paw, right? Like, can you really go past the guy? No. Vill's going to surround. Okay, he's all right. They didn't get the full surround. More Vill's coming in to reinforce right now. And I love the fact that we got Puppy Paw up here as well, just spotting this out, just seeing exactly what's happening. He's going to get the surround. Good night. And have we got more longbows on the way? Yeah, we've got another 2 longbows on the way. This is tough, man. This is tough. He's going to need to throw up an outpost or something. There's no wood in the bank at the moment. Is he researching wheelbarrow? I think he might be researching wheelbarrow. Or have researched wheelbarrow. Yeah, he has. We've got the Lord of Lancaster that's out. A little bit of pressure early on here. Vortex facing some pressure, and Puppy Paw playing it differently. Hobbler's now coming out. This is not the Puppy Paw we know, but this is a Puppy Paw we could get to love. We've also got another situation where it's teal versus green. Oh gosh, it's happening. And now down on the south, it looks like we've got ourselves A little bit of a battle. Radari up against the mounted samurai. And it's interesting that Myriad feels like he has to do this. When you've got this kind of distance between players, normally you would think, okay, he should be fine to go for 2 TC, fast castle, have all the good stuff. Oh god, that's scary, that sound, dude. That sound is so scary. King safely inside a town center somewhere. He's down here. But of course, I mean, Puppy Paw is looking to disrupt Vortex early on in this game. We can hear the scouts calling out constantly. Outpost does come up in the end. Villagers, you can see he's got some of the lower health ones at the back here, just to try and keep them safe. Meanwhile, towards the front, Gway is slowly building up the army number. Expect to see battering rams coming out here. Scatterbrain still yet to click up to the next stage. 12 minutes into this game. Hobbler underneath the town center. And Puppy Paw still trying to make it work. Keep in mind he is 2 TCs as well, so he's definitely hurting his opponent here. When it comes to villager count, 43 versus the 32 of Vortex, so he's absolutely keeping him down. Lord's now running underneath the town center. So much health on these guys as well. They are so annoying and frustrating to deal with. Down towards the south, rather. We've got a color matchup here. Pink versus red. A little bit difficult. I wish we could have flipped these two guys around. Get them fighting up against warm versus cold. I always prefer that. We can see the Yorishira coming out on the Shinto priest. Where does he look to put it? I think he might have to throw it in the TC, otherwise he will potentially get picked off. No, he's not going to bother. He's going to go straight over for that stable. Has he already thrown one in the stable to the north? No, he hasn't. So this will be the first... Oh, he's thrown it in the farmhouse. Excuse me. Numbers building up, though. Now, what would you take? What would you prefer? If you were building a civilization from scratch, which, by the way, I will say right now, would be a very cool thing if we could do that. If you could pick a unique cavalry, what are you going to pick? Are you going to pick the Radari, or are you going to pick the Mounted Samurai? I feel like you can't go past Mounted Samurai, man. Mounted Samurai is so cool. They've got such a great bonus as well, just incredibly powerful for skirmishing. Age up coming through, School of Cavalry in the back. I mean, the Radari is very cool as well as a unit. Like, it's got incredibly good base stats as well. And it's got the ability to throw its axes, which is just, you know, there's no such thing as too many axes. There's always room for more axes. That's a Heroes of New Earth reference for the 3 viewers out there that get it. New Age has finally begun for Scatterbrain. He enters into the age of feudality. Joan moving forward here. Potentially picked off again. Numbers starting to look good. And I love the fact that Scatterbrain puts it all the way in the back here. Checking back in over on that east side. And Puppy Paw continuing to put out the pressure. He's gone Castle Age. Dude, where does he get the resources from? Oh, he's House of Lancaster. That's where he gets the resources from. This is insane. He's 2 TC. Putting on pressure in Feudal Age. Like, look at Vortex's Vil count. 40 versus Puppy Paw 53. Putting on pressure to his neighbor. And at the same time, killing him. Like, while going castle. While going 2 TCs. This civilization can do everything. A little bit of a quick wall towards the top. King now on the run here. Nobody at home for the town center. Towards the south, Radari still yet to find a connection. Bill's up here towards this position. A lot of action early on. 14 minutes in. You can see Corvinus One having a good chat in here as well. It's always nice when you have somebody who likes to do a little bit of yapping. A lot more focus on economy this game, instead opting for the Grand Fulani Corral, aka Big Cow Landmark. And look at this towards the north. Villagers making their move, realizing there could be an opportunity for a snipe. He's going to force these longbows around the long way. He's going for a quick wall. He says, hey, GUA, that king kill up there towards the north, I want it. I want it so bad, I'm going to keep you out. Vil's behind here as well. Now, are there other ways in? I don't think so. He needs to find a way through here. He's going to attempt to do it. King in the back of the base. A single outpost here. Scatterbrained. Oh, my lord, that sound. That sound is so scary. God, look at the amount of units that are here. Wallalo attempt on the south. We've got so much going on right now. We're going to try our best not to miss any, but you can see, despite everything going on, Vortex says, hey, I'm still feudal. This is still the first kill. I might be going down, but I'm taking you with me. Come here, baby. And Vortex moves over towards Scatterbrain's position. GUA screaming as all of these units find absolutely no luck. He manages to get some speed on him. The Vils throw the torches. Horsemen coming through. I'm tempted to check on the other side. I don't want to miss him, though. He's running for the wall. Is he making it through the gate? He's not making it through the gate. Vortex picks up Scatterbrain right at the deadline, right on the buzzer. Meanwhile, inside the bases, we've got things going down right now. Puppy Paw about to take out this king from Vortex. He gets the kill barely 10 seconds, 20 seconds before his own death. GUA still ending up empty-handed. And now the Radari overpowering the Mounted Samurai. Let's take a look at the difference between the stats here. You got, oh my god, these have got a lot of attack on them. Yo, actually the Radari for real? Yeah, can we, let's take the Radari, man, in our hypothetical civilization. Oh, dude. That is very, very unfortunate for GUA. GUA still trying to get on the board. He was so happy. He thought he had it all, but it turned out Vortex just rolled him and pushed him off into the deep water. Unfortunate. Now he's got a party in his base. Multiple civilizations now coming through for him. Donardi with a couple lancers. Corvinus one with a few so far. And Puppy Paw with just a couple of hobblers. Look how fast they go as well. 1.8 movement speed. They've got their hill training coming through here as well for that extra little bit of charge damage. And now focusing down the town center. GUA says, get out of my base! Get out of my base! Hobblers. Dude, hobblers are kind of crazy when you think about it, man. Yo, can we just talk about this civilization? What is going on here, dude? He's 2 TC, fast castling, and yet still contesting all of these players, all of these kings. Dude, this is crazy. The potential that Puppy Paw's got here. He is running away from this, trying to attempt to the south. Excuse me, we haven't been watching down here. I don't want to forget about this, but it looks like Louis MT may be going out again in this game here. He's spamming out spears, or at least trying to. They're only hardened, so they're not particularly strong just yet. Meanwhile, towards that top side, hobblers get forced away. The veteran hobblers all upgraded. I love this, what he's doing as well. And now, more and more units rallying through. Hey, this could be great. This could be good for Myriad. Myriad, as long as, if you pick up this kill right here, as long as you drop down a second TC, you'll be in a great spot for the late game. The trouble is, he hasn't dropped down that second TC. Look at the Vil difference already. 76 Vils versus 50. So we need to see that focus on the economy as well. Otherwise, he will get left behind. There are players in this game that are scaling their economies and their tech and their military at the same time. They said it wasn't possible, but Puppy Paw says, hold my beer, watch this. And quite literally just kills... Oh, no, don't say it ain't so. Dude, the real... I feel like the difference with Puppy Paw is just his flexibility to go anywhere, to be anywhere, to just like recognize, hey, there's a potential king kill coming up in the next 60 seconds. Let's go and see if we can be a part of that. But he's instead got to fight all of the villagers from Donardi. There's 16 villagers right here. They get completely mauled in a matter of seconds. And Donardi, oh, he's going to be feeling a little bit spicy after that one. The hobblers, maybe they've decided, you know what, we can't make it down there in time. Let's stop for a pit stop here and pick ourselves up a little bit of boar. Radari still working it down. Vil's repairing the town center. Louis MT with 200 wood in the bank. And we've got ourselves another party in the south. Corvinus 1 now. King coming out on the north. GUA about to go down. Good night, sweet prince. It was lovely to see you. GUA making it to the 18-minute mark. Doing the Americans proud. I think that might be the furthest we've seen the American go. Actually, no, last game he went pretty far as well. And now the hobblers. Okay. Oh, this is not good. Myriad. He's been caught. Myriad. Oh, this could be bad again. This could be very bad again now. Puppy Paw just uncontested. I mean, at this stage, everybody needs to focus down Puppy. Like, you can't allow this to happen. If he picks up this kill, which he will, look at the amount of siege that's here, dude. This is crazy, the torch damage, dude. This is incredible. He takes another one. That's 2. He's got 2 kills. He's got isolation. He is absolutely running away with this game. Keep now going to be going down in the middle of the base. No Imperial Age yet for him. But he is filling out the 200 population that he's got assigned to him. Now, if there's any contestants in this lobby, let it be known right now. Dude, how is he... Where is it coming from? I don't understand this civilization. This is absolutely absurd. You're talking about a civ that opened up 2 TC, started spamming units, killed his opponent while going Castle Age, and is now just rolled the lobby. They got to start working together. Please tell me. I haven't been reading chat. I haven't been reading chat, but I'm just hoping that they're saying to each other, "Hey guys, we got to work together here. Like this is not going to work unless we take him out. Like we have to take him out." This is so scary. God, this is a scary amount of units. Now, keep in mind, these 3 over on the west side are all positioned perfectly for a backstab. So just keep that in your mind right now that, yeah, they might go kill Puppy, but they might also kill each other. There's so many hobblers as well. And you know what's crazy about the hobbler is they just feel so disposable. Like, I don't even care with these hobblers. If I send them in and they all die, like, meh, okay, sure, who cares? He's got 99 hobblers out now. That's so much torch damage, dude. That is insane. 17 torch damage. He could honestly go imp and that torch damage goes up even further. King Not inside this town center. Instead, he's out over towards the back here. Forced away a lot of units here for the moment. Puppy Paw once again scouting out those king locations. You're not going to find this one on the edge behind the stone walls. Another town center coming up, and it looks like, oh, they're going for each other. Puppy Paw's going to take this game again. Absolutely. If these guys kill each other, I mean, Corvinus 1, I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, okay, if I can kill Louis MT, he's probably pretty weak. Now this is going to be spotted out. Does he go? Where does he go from here? Does he just look to try and take out the Don? Because I think Corvinus, or rather, I think Puppy Paw knows if it's a 1v1 against him and Corvinus, he's just absolutely going to dominate Corvinus 1 with the population difference that he's got. The longer the game goes, the worse it gets. So if he can take out Don, I think that's his thinking here. But instead, the Hobbler's moving in. Is he going to go landmark snipe? He could go for landmark snipe right now. King out of the water, fish out of water right now. That's what we're seeing. And unfortunately, he goes down. Corvinus 1 takes the kill, but Puppy Paw enters into the base of Corvinus 1. Corvinus 1, keep in mind, rank 1 FFA player in the world when it comes to the ranked ladder. So when it comes to decision-making, strategic thinking, he should be the absolute top echelon. And now, towards the edge of the map, the keep gets spotted out, but hold on a minute. What's that? A stone wall? So Puppy Paw naturally... Yeah, Corvinus 1 doing the right thing. Definitely sensing, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, I could lose my landmarks here. I'm still only Castle Age. I don't have 4 landmarks. I've only got 3, and that's a lot of hobblers. So now it's just a matter of, have you found the landmarks? Do you know where they are? Sofa come through. Town center's burning. I think he might just try and get out and dodge here. Louis MT out of this game at the 22-minute mark, and you can see now, he is indeed focusing the landmarks. Making sure everything is secure. He should be okay for the moment, as long as he can hold on. But, you know, like, this is the whole concept. Look at Don. Don getting ideas. Puppy Paw is in Imperial Age. Did he go for... What did he go for? Oh, say name. So he went for the wing guard in the back of the base. We now see the garrison command getting spammed out here. Puppy Paw could be in a bit of trouble here. It's a lot of units. Defense is fine for the moment. Sofa doing a decent job of just cutting this all down. And Corvinus 1, he's picked up that kill as well, so he's feeling good about himself in the sense that he's going to be able to contest in the late game. The trouble that he's got is whether or not he survives. And it looks like for the moment he may survive. The Hobblers, they're up to 21 torch damage here because he is in Imperial Age. And now over towards that east side, the Don still hunting here. The Lord moving back with the villagers. And Puppy Paw now, I mean, the reality is Puppy Paw's main army is just Hobblers. He's got nothing other than Hobblers. And look, Hobblers are great, except for the fact that they're not really. They're very good at, like, they're almost like a pseudo scout when it comes to FFA. They're fast. They've got a huge amount of torch. They're cheap, and that's part of the reason why we see them coming out to such great number here. But when it comes to a head-to-head, gosh, when it comes to a head-to-head fight, I don't know how it's going to stack up. I suspect it's probably not going to stack up that well. Let's take a look at this high trade house. Donardi here with a 73 tree high trade house. This is actually very good. 73 trees is quite high. So that trade house is definitely doing well. I tell you what, you know what would be cool? If they lowered the amount of gold that you got on the trees, but increased the radius so that you could put the high trade house like over here and then just get like the entirety of the forest. Nah, they shouldn't do that. Don't do that. That'd be crazy. The numbers starting to build here. For Puppy Paw, keep in mind, he's got all of that population space to play with. We now see the healing coming through from the Abbey. But he's got all this population to play with, and that Wingard Palace is absolutely going to fill him up. Spears now out the back. Veterans, he's come through for them. Probably going to be looking for elite spears any second here. And now the Lord's moving up as well. I don't think this is a smart move from Corvinus 1. He's got a lot of Sofa warriors here, but he's going to try and contest it anyway. He's still Castle Age, and you're fighting up against elite units. It's a dangerous decision to look to try and take this fight. And we now start to see crossbowmen also coming out here. It almost feels like he's throwing away the army or wasting the army. Donardi in the middle has picked up the single sacred site. Also adding in a town center. Back towards that front though, and he's been cleared out for sure. Another keep. I mean, the other thing to note is Puppy Paw's got so many resources over this side of the map. Like, this civilization just doesn't feel fair. And, like, I gotta clarify, right? Like, he had a crazy good spawn. His positioning on the map was amazing. He was all by himself. He's Puppy Paw. And then he also just got this good civ, right? Like, is that it? Is that how we justify it? Is that how we say? Like, to me, it just feels like magic. It feels like he was just spawning in thousands of resources and was like, and I'll give myself 1,200 food. All right, and now I'm going to click the age up button. Griobara coming up in the north of the map. A bit weird, but I think this may intentionally be positioned here just to try and put some distance between him and the Don. Is that what's happening here? Is he just, you know, like he's thinking to himself, no one's going to come up here and check for a landmark? Is that the thinking? Because I would have been like, okay, this is the spot right here. You know, like this is the spot right here. This is the spot right here. But once you break down these stone walls, that's it, right? Like, there's nothing else to stop it. Whereas, like, this over here, they won't find it. It's almost so dumb, it actually works. I think that's the thinking. So a little bit of a lull right now in the action. Who does this work in favor of? I think it works in favor of these two guys on the west. If they can work together. That's the key distinction here, if they can work together. Because we've got Puppy Paw in the east with 300 population. Don on 200 population. Spasskaya Tower as well. Love it, love it. I'd love to see some stone walls around the Spasskaya Tower as well. Even though it's got 10,000 health and the stone or the cannon emplacement, it's still not invulnerable. So we'll say that. And then we've got the king up over towards the west corner of the map. So all the kings are relatively safe. I'll say that right now. As we've got a second layer of walls coming through for Puppy Paw. I do like this. I mean, you're already talking about a player. Can we just take a moment to Maya? I mean, look at this. Just absolute cinema right here from Puppy Paw. Pixel perfect, baby. Do you think he's going to do it? How is the stone over on this side of the map? We know he had the big stone to start off with. Small stone over here, 900 left in it. Another big stone. Yeah, there's enough stone. He could do it if he wanted to. Do we potentially see a wonder here? It won't be the first wonder. He's out here. He's out here. Okay. A sacred site victory. Definitely not that viable. I mean, you could do it. Absolutely. Like, let's say Puppy Paw drops a wonder in the base. Could you go for a sacred victory? Probably. If, like, you're standing right here and that's the way that you're going to try and undercut him. But, like, you're fighting right into Puppy Paw's base. It would be tough. It would be tough. Now, one other thing to keep in the back of your mind. Wait, I just realized Don's at 220 pop. Hold on. Who did Don kill? Who did the Don kill? Where did Don's... Did Don kill GUA? I think Don killed GUA. Okay, we got out. This is a ball game then. We got two guys, 250. My mistake. I thought Don was 0 kills in this game. I don't know where that happened. Sorry, Don. We got ourselves a ball game here. Now, I will just say one thing that I would be a little bit scared of if I'm Don. I would totally be scared of a backstab from Corvinus. Like, you got to remember, Corvinus, he didn't get rank 1 in FFA by telling the truth. And if Corvinus thinks for a second that there's a way for him to get an extra point and increase his chances of winning the game, he will absolutely take it. But now going to come through on the south side. He's going to do a little bit of scouting here. We'll spot out the stone walls. We'll ultimately see that second layer and go, oof. I tell you what, good luck getting up that step right there. Look at that stair, dude. Oh, God. I wouldn't want to be a longbow on that stone wall, that's for sure. But he comes into the back of the base, takes out the town center. And now we start to see... Where is the defense from Puppy Paw? I mean, Puppy Paw's got 67 spears. Oh, that's what Puppy Paw's doing. It's a little bit of a base trade that's happening right now. Corvinus one's got the cavalry. Now, we don't see any other units coming out for Corvinus just yet. King's also going to be on the move. He's fearful about the king. So, potentially moving the king down towards somewhere. Got some nice little spots that you could really go for if you wanted to. Back at home, though. A lot of spears in here. And now over towards that east side, he's going to focus down the town center. Keep in mind, the king is safe behind the stone walls, the double layer of stone walls. More and more Sofa Warriors now going to continue to rally out, but unfortunately, the spear is able to clean them up very easily. Keep in mind, Corvinus is fighting into the spears that are rallying in for defense here. We can see they're coming out extra cheap, extra fast. So this has pretty much been cleaned up and back at home. Puppy Paw on 141 vills still. So his economy is fine. And it's very much just a classic base trade here. Meanwhile, in the middle, there is one piggy that is particularly happy. The longer this goes, the better it goes for Don, because he's got big shoes at the moment, 250. He hasn't filled them out just yet, still growing. Speaking of shoes, can we just talk about children for a second? Dude, my son, his feet grow so fast. I'm literally, every month I'm buying him new shoes. Also, he's wearing them out very quickly. I guess that's another thing. Maybe we got to start buying him Nikes or something, man. It is, man, it's crazy how fast they grow. I remember my mum complaining about it when I was a kid. I was just like, shut up, mum. More shoes, please. Now I'm the one. Oh, you know what he's doing now? He's doing his Y phase. I think every kid goes through this phase where they learn the power of the word Y and how infuriating it can be. Oh, that's a fun word. Anyway, we got ourselves a bit of a problem here. Corvinus 1 not really knowing how to deal with this threat inside the base. We can see the units starting to build up here. I can see a message in the chat saying, buy him Crocs. He's already got Crocs. He's got crocodile Crocs. Like, they're one of his favorite shoes. They're Crocs that look like a crocodile. He's a big fan of those. Musa Fadi, unfortunately, just chilling out the gunners. Meanwhile, towards the front, village is getting taken out. How are we looking on stone here for Puppy Paw? Is it 834? So it hasn't really added in any more in the way of stone gathering. Able to clean up some villages here on the front, though. Corvinus down to 107. Donardi starting to improve in position here. Now, one thing... Oh, my God. He's running this king back and forth between these two positions. It makes me a little bit scared. Because this is infantry we're talking about. Puppy Paw could absolutely threaten this king right here, right now. A little bit of chat right now. Puppy Paw saying he's crushing me. He's too strong. Puppy. Oh, you love to see it. A little bit of dishonesty. And now Corvinus 1 trying his best to hold on in this game. Donardi saying, I'm but a simple mercenary. Oh, man. So, this is a problem, right? Because you've got infantry in the base here of Corvinus 1. And that means that you can... Oh, that's a lot of army. Ooh, that's a lot of army. Okay. Don, how are you going to get through stone walls? We need to be thinking about stone walls. I mean, the other trouble that you've got... You know what? Don could actually win this game if he had bombards. If he had like five bombards. 5 bombards gives you a lot more tempo. You can just burn through buildings. And that, look, that's because we know that the king's in the back here, double walled in. But I mean, at this level, you should just assume always that that's going to be the case. And look at this! We found a way through. Imagine if the king was back here. Could you imagine if the king somehow managed to be back here? Puppy Paw right-clicks through and says, I wonder if there's a way in here. Oh, God, that sound, dude. It scares me. Landmark's going down here. He can actually take... Actually, we can't take this landmark, the Grand Fulani Corral. And now towards the front, Donardi looking to try and end Puppy Paw once and for all. Landmark goes down. And it looks like these units have given up on their search for the king. He's still safe inside the keep. Donardi towards the front. Reboldaquin, get caught up in transition. That's 2 down. He's got 2 to go. He's going to be able to take it, and losing those Reboldaquin are massive. If you can have these Reboldaquin set up on this side with just a nice little blocker, they can do so much work. But now, Donardi looking to put the pressure on towards Puppy Paw, puts his feet towards the fire and says, let's have a bit of fun. But look at this. At the same time, Spasskaya Tower, 13,000 health, bills on repair. Puppy Paw is going to do it. You know, we talked about it earlier. We said it looks nice having the Spasskaya here. You think you're safe, but just remember, you still need stone walls. There's always the risk someone's going to come in and burn your house down. Don's going to do his best to start taking it all out. He's got horsemen in here as well. Numbers are looking good. Remember what I said? I'd love to see those bombards. Just 5 bombards in to help really crush through those buildings. And now Corvinus 1, as these two players are taking each other out, sits on the sidelines and says, yes, let me rebuild. Let me return. Puppy Paw at 68 villages. Puppy Paw losing a huge amount of villages here. Donardi, the Ville leader, now at 116. Inside the base, the Streltsy, the Horse Archers just teeing off, taking everything out. We've got ourselves a complete massacre here, and Donardi's able to defend. He holds on. Puppy Puppy Paw's gone from hero to zero in the space of a minute. Donardi's actually done it. He's managed to conquer Mount Puppy Paw. Well, I don't know if conquer is the right word for it, but he's definitely managed to put up a bit of a fight here. Now, Puppy Paw, if Puppy Paw wants to survive, he's got to do some begging. He's got to... This is where you have to gaslight. You have to be like, I'm down to 23 villagers. Really, please stop attacking me. There's no point. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. He's got a gaslight right now. There's no way he survives without it. If they both are still going to be focusing him down with the same intensity that they have, and indeed they are. Look at the warrior scouts now coming out. But what are the warrior scouts going to do against stone walls? You can see the true power of stone walls right here, right now. The fact that no unit can siege these other than siege. I mean, I do in particularly love this stair. In fact, we've got 2 of these single stairs now. Interesting. Okay. Checking in on the north side. How's the chat going? Not nice, says Puppy Paw. I'm always nice. Let's ask Magic. Sounds like we got some bad blood being dug up right here. And the Don on the south side of the map now going to look to solidify his position. We've also got siege workshops. Very, very nice. Honestly, these siege workshops are going to be a huge benefit to him. Because the biggest problem that you've got right now, to take out Puppy Paw, I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on outside the walls, but the real trouble that you've got is inside the walls. Now, I don't think there's a secret way through. Yeah, there's definitely not a secret way through here. These are absolutely sealed. He is 100% sealed in here. King, landmark behind. And now looking to focus down all of the keeps out here. Ville's going to come out and repair, and you can see the siege numbers on those warrior scouts. He's got the siege festival that's going, by the way, from the Griabara. That is a lot of siege coming through. What numbers are we talking, by the way? We're talking just a little bit of siege. 32 siege on these warrior scouts. This is what makes the Malians so scary. Part of the reason why you really need to wall out your landmarks when you're up against this civilization. Now towards the back, some more lancers coming through. Keep in mind, plenty of spears going to be coming out for Puppy Paw on the defense. And Don now really starting to take over this map. Have a look on the mini-map. He's just spreading out, metastasizing, if you will. Repelled from the front, Corvinus 1. Moves away from his opponent. He's done a decent job of just forcing him into this little bubble. And Puppy Paw may have peaked a little bit early in this game. It looked really close. There were some times here where I thought almost 100% he was going to be able to take it. But unfortunately, in the end, like, I think if he'd gotten into this spot right here and then started making battering rams, I think it probably could have been GG. As long as you park a couple units on each of these gates, I don't know how Corvinus 1 holds against that. But now, the numbers continue to build for both of these players. A huge amount of Streltsy and horsemen on the south. And there we finally see it. The 5 bombards that I was talking about, what was it, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, somewhere in that region? 6 bombards, in fact. This is exactly what the Don needs. This should be enough to end the reign of Puppy Paw, to put the House of Lancaster where it belongs, into the trash can, to say good night, sweet Puppy Paw. Whether or not he's going to have the Streltsy to hold, I think he should be fine here. Spearmen predominantly that he's fighting. 80 spears coming out for Puppy Paw. Spears not particularly known for their ability to go up against gunpowder units, like the Streltsy. Cannon emplacement. We've also got plenty of scouts. So the main thing I'd be watching out for right here is that if Corvinus 1 takes the kill. Now, I will just point something out. The moment that Puppy Paw, it almost looks certain that he will die, be very aware of what happens between these two players. Okay? There is no line between them. And because of that, there is the risk of war even breaking out before Puppy Paw goes. So just keep that in your head. How does Don look to play this one out? Remember, the points are important, but so is the king kill. Corvinus 1 at 218 population. Donardi at 236. A lot of resources in the bank. Units in the queue as well. And Don's got the bombards. He knows all he has to do is play it slow, play it safe. All he has to do is wait. And now they come knocking on heaven's door. Reboldaquin standing by. Oh my lord, there's a lot of units here. Oh jeez. Spears, Reboldaquin. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. He's going to try and hit the edge of the stone wall. Should be able to break it down. No court architects just yet. And now those cannons need to focus down the Reboldequin. Spears moving around the top. Reboldequin. Randy, where are they? Randy's looking to unload. Able to find decent coverage on the horseman. Spears doing a wonderful job as well. Reboldequin number 1 down. Who's ready for number 2? You can see he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want it. He's like, get away from me. Get away from me. Those Reboldequin pushing up together with the spears. He's able to force it back even more. There's too many Reboldequins for him to deal with. The Reboldequins are too strong. And now the cannons get left all the bomb. Puppy Paw, you absolute hero. Refusing to die, refusing to give up, defending with the Spearman Reboldequin combo. The Puppy Paw holds. Dude is an absolute beast, man. That is incredible. Gosh, what a silly little unit you are, Mr. Reboldequin. But you are so great. Okay, all right. They're alive. How could have the Don played that differently? I think maybe if he'd just tried kiting. So like, you know, he kind of just sat down in the one spot and just committed. I think you got to recognize in that situation that the Reboldequin are absolutely the biggest threat. And it's like, you snipe out the Reboldequin, you move. I think that's what you got to do. You got to keep the Streltsy there. You can see a little bit of a chat right now. Corv ain't doing anything at this point. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, Puppy Paw is trying to sow division between Corvinus and Donardi. Puppy Paw is trying to tell Donardi that Corvinus isn't doing anything, and therefore, he's preparing an attack against Donardi. That's what he's trying to do. Oh, very smart. Very smart politics coming through right here from Puppy Paw. Now the Don in the south of the map. Bombard's looking to resume their pressure. And he's not wrong. I mean, Corvinus is absolutely prepping right here, right now. He's got a lot of warrior scouts. And I will just say, you know, as I said, there's no stone walls. Every single one of these landmarks is absolutely primed for death. Donardi is not taking FFA seriously if he's not stonewalling these in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Corvinus knows where all of them are. I mean, he's got warrior scouts out. Absolutely knows. So, my fear here... Oh, the culverin. Mangoes? Oh, beautiful mango shot. These have got to be upgraded. Ain't no way. And now he focuses down the second layer of walls. That's it. We've got an opening that we can potentially push through. Oh, Corvinus won. He might get the message as well. And now both gamers coming out towards the front. The king still sits inside the keep. Unfortunately, we don't see a wonder behind town center. This is the main starting town center, and you can see a couple of villagers running through Puppy Paw, just having a bit of a look. Bit of a run down mid. And now the villagers get pulled out. Gonna try and siege the bombards down. Last landmark here, the wing guard. This could be it. All of the other landmarks are dead. Puppy Paw about to go out. Villagers trying to find a way through. Unfortunately get completely destroyed. And now watch Corvinus win as he knows it's all over for Puppy Paw. And that's going to be it. The king is out. And now Donardi needs to get back. He needs to defend immediately. This is where it all goes down right here, right now. That's the king. Donardi, an extra 50 pop. But Don, you got to run back right now, son. You got nothing between you and Corvinus 1. And 141 warrior scouts with a siege dance. Siege festival, rather. Excuse me. That's my Age of Empires 3 coming back to me. Golden Gate now under pressure on the west side. Town center is here as well. The Don's army out of position. Don't say it ain't happening right now. And you can see he's immediately reinforcing this. This is the consequence of not putting those stone walls down. Now he's got wooden fortresses. He can do a cheeky little pop around, but the amount of siege these units have got. Has he popped it? There we go. Siege Festival now coming in 90 seconds. He's got 90 seconds to try and take this all out. Streltsy are here, but you can see the amount of damage. He needs to pull Vils right now. There's the Vils getting pulled in to try and keep the Spasskaya Tower alive. A wall attempt from Donardi. He's pulling the trash, the truck, the trailer to keep it all alive. Now the scouts getting stuck in there. He's managed to turn them around. A second one comes through. Repairs on the line. Donardi attempting to hold while his army makes his way back across the map. Second Wallaloll attempt. Where's that army? Where are those reinforcements? They're still coming. They're still on the way. The more warrior scouts make their way through. Donardi at 300 pop. Corvinus 1 at 220. It's continuing to work down the Spasskaya Tower. Vils repairing like mad, like crazy. That king needs to make a move. The keep has to be his target, but he's a little bit too far away. The king now out of water right now. All of the scouts right-clicking on that one position. The king makes it safely to the keep. That was the last landmark! He takes him out with a landmark victory! Corvinus 1 is the victor! No way! That was a bit of a twist. I did not expect that. I completely forgot about it. Corvinus 1! Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was good. I did not see that. I was too focused on the king. Well played. Donardi, unfortunately, doesn't get it in the end. They work together. Corvinus 1 together with Donardi and take out Puppy Paw, eliminating him from the game. And so quickly the cards fell, the dominoes fell after that. What a game. Well played. Well played. Oh my lord, I tell you what, that was good fun. Let's take a look at some of these unit numbers. We've got the eco count right here. You can see Puppy Paw towards the end, just after that attack from Don was just kind of, yeah, was really having trouble building it back up. Was all over from there. They definitely did well to work together and to be able to take him out. Oh man, I tell you what, I will just say in closing, we'll take a look at the leaderboard, but before we do, I just want to say that I hope that players learn from this match, because very easily this all could have been prevented if we just had a single stone wall around one of our landmarks. It's like, it's as simple as that, and it's sad, but that's just how it goes. Anyway, let's take a look at the leaderboard and where these players currently stand after game 18 in week 3. Oof, turn to max, dude. Put the oof on max right there. Corvinus 1 with 46 points. Bro could literally AFK in the next 2 games and still be top 8. He doesn't even need to play semifinals at this point. That is incredible. That is so many points. Anyway, we've got Puppy Paw second with 33 points. And then we've got Donardi, who climbed up to 7th there. Vortex managed to make his way all the way up to 4th as well, obviously picking up that beautiful kill early on Scatterbrains. He got first blood, he got the feudal kill. He was very happy with himself because I mean, he went out like 10 seconds after that kill. So well played to him. We also see Myriad down on 15th position. Didn't unfortunately pick up too much in that second game. Just really got focused there by Puppy. So yeah, a bit disappointing. But in the end, a pretty good game nonetheless that we got to witness there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one.